but our eyes immediately started going toward the white Tesla Model S P100D Ludicrous. We end up winning the bid for 45 grand. I'm days away from flying out there, and they say, no, we're not gonna discount it after we crash it. What? What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. So this was a video we never ever wanted to make, but boy is this story time a juicy good one for you guys. This is definitely the craziest story time talk deal that's ever gone down that we're going to tell you guys about. As you guys remember, like a couple years back, remember that video getting screwed over on the Lamborghini Gallardo when I was 16, you were like 18, we bought this Lamborghini, got screwed over on the whole deal. That'll be linked down below if you want to see it. So we thought the days of deals going south were behind us, but oh boy, did something go down last week. So anyway, not all negative in this video. We got some positive.
We were hoping this would be a fantastic, positive unveil video for you all, but it's sadly not the case. However, there is still light at the end of the tunnel, or there's some good news. Be sure to stay tuned to the end of it, where we talk about some big Tesla news, some big Tesla Model Y news, and even more, so stick around.
Perfect. So this story all begins actually a long time ago, being like 6 months ago, 5 or 6 months ago. So if you guys remember, our green UGR Lamborghini Gallardo and McLaren MP412C, we bought those at auction and then we rebuilt them. So that auction house, that location, we were like good friends with the manager. Of course, we just bought their two most like expensive cars they've ever had. You know, we had a good relationship going with them. And anyway, when we were picking up the green Lamborghini, the manager's like, hey, like, did you like see the Teslas in the lot when you were picking it up? Like, we just got all these Teslas, and we're like, you know, what are you talking about? And turns out they ended up getting like 7 or 8 Teslas after the Tesla location close to them flooded, and the parking garage flooded, and every single car was obviously submerged in some water, some deeper than others, some ran and drove just fine, some were far from fine. But anyway, they ended up totaling them all and sending them all to auction. But our eyes immediately started going toward the white Tesla Model S P100D Ludicrous 2018, brand new, top of the line, you know, fastest car in the world, quickest car in the world, whatever. So after about 4 to 5 months, they finally got their titles and they were ready to be sold. So they got assigned an auction like about a week ahead of time, and we saw it. We're like, all right, now's the time it gets good. Like pre-bidding starts. So the Model S was the first one out the gate, and we're like, okay, we're gonna bid. I think we said we bid up to like 50 grand because this Model S did not turn on or run and drive, nothing. It still had the cord hanging out of it, so maybe it was charging while it got flooded and somehow water got into the batteries or motors or something. There's a lot of unknowns. So yes, the car is worth $140,000 sticker, and even used it's worth like 110, 120, being in 2018. Major risk involved, like holy smokes, what if it's a battery pack, what if it's a motor, like all these things. 25 grand for a battery pack, if you can figure out how to install it, would be our biggest DIY yet, that's for sure. So that's why we said we'd pay up to like 50. Bidding starts, you know, it's like 25 pre-bid, gets up to like 30, 35, 40. We're getting it, our brokers, you know, bidding with us, and we're on top. We end up winning the bid for 45 grand. But oftentimes, even though you win the bid, you may not win the car because they still have the right to like not accept the bid and say it didn't meet our reserve and don't sell it to you. Well, about 2 hours later, they send us an email and give us the green light that they accepted the 45K and we could pay for the car and come pick it up, and we were good to go. So we're like, boom, let's go, 45K, we're good. This was on Friday. They give you 3 business days to pay, so that'd be like Wednesday or Tuesday. So anyway, Monday hits, we have all the wire information, send it to our broker, who proceeds immediately to send it to the insurance auction. They call us up about 30 minutes after getting it and beginning to send it to them, and they say, hey, you know, we went to go send the money and they pulled the deal and said that they didn't want to accept the number anymore, and it was like a mistake, and they don't want to sell for 45K and they're canceling the deal. I call into the lot. By the way, our manager, who we were really good friends with, went to a different lot, so it's a new manager now. We didn't have the same relationship. So I called her, I'm like, what the heck just happened? You accepted my number. I wired you the money. You sent me the invoice, like everything. I have it all. And now you're saying we can't buy the car? Like, we're like, explain. She's literally like, oh, they can change their mind whenever they want. Like, they can cancel deals. Like, I'm like, even after they accept our number and invoice us and we send the money, they can still change their mind. And she's like, yeah, they can do that. I'm like, where is that in the contract? And
meanwhile, we have the obligation to pay.
Anyway, the next day comes, I wake up to a call or an email with the real reason they want to cancel the deal or not go through with it. That's because they backed a forklift into it.
Not just any forklift. We're not talking about the ones to move pallets around, like little pallet jack. No. These are the auction car forklifts.
Tractor things.
Huge, like massive things. This thing could have ran over the cart easily if they didn't stop in time.
So we finally get the real story, and they send us the pictures. So I'll be putting in pictures of the damage. It is quite significant. Some people will say it doesn't look that bad. No, given that the fact that it crunched up the quarter panel, you're now talking an entire new quarter panel, but they're welded to the car. So finding a replacement and like replacing that and repainting and making sure the structural integrity is there, and then the whole entire deck lid and the tail light, everything.
That was a big bummer. But should they have been obligated to fix our car and sell it to us? It was our car. Do they need to fix it, or do they need to, come up with something to be able to make this right, to make up for that mistake? Employees on car lots make mistakes or get in accidents with the cars, and they should have some sort of coverage for that.
Exactly. We want to hear you guys' opinion down below. Be sure to comment by the end of this what you think we should have done or how this should have gone down. But anyway, we tell them like, okay, accidents happen, okay, well, we're still interested, just you have to knock off a significant amount. Like literally, if you take this into a Tesla body shop, they would quote, I don't know, 20 to 30 grand probably to fix it. So we're like trying to be reasonable. Okay, we can fix it ourselves, some of these things. Like we said, knock off like $8,000 or $9,000, I think we said. We're like, sell it to us for like 36, 37, maybe even like 38 grand. Like we gave them a range. We're like, let's be fair and let's work out a deal. Like, and they come back to us and they're just like, no, we don't want to knock off anything. You can still have it for 45 if you want. What? We buy a car for 45. We're literally days away from picking it up. I already booked all my travel out there. We like booked shipping companies to bring it back to Arizona. Yep. Everything. Yeah. I'm days away from flying out there, and they say, no, we're not going to discount it after we crash it. You can still have it for 45K though.
You serious?
No.
We're like, you are crazy. This is absurd. And like, I was so upset at this point, but literally I already booked my tickets out there. So I decided to go out there anyway, just to see it in person, see how bad the damage was, know what we need to bid next time considering the damage, and to really get the full picture in person. So I made it out there in person. I got through to go preview the car. I was out there, I talked to them, and they said, yeah, it's gonna be auctioned in like this week's sale. You can try to bid on it for less with the damage, and that was literally the only thing we could do. They wouldn't accept the lower price. So we had to bid on it at auction and hope it would go for what we wanted to pay of 30, 35, 36, 37, in the 30s.
Yeah, and hope that we do win it so that we can use these the shippers that we booked and all the different expenses that we, got lined up.
Yeah, so bidding starts on Friday. The couple Model 3s sell, whatever. They sold in the mid-20s. Maybe not a bad deal, but we already have 2 Model 3s. We really want to do something with Model S, never having it. Gets up to 30, 35, 37, we're bidding on it, 38. Nothing we can do. 40, 42. It ends up, I swear to God, goes for 45 grand again. So what are we supposed to do?
I think people just thought that the winning bidder from last week didn't pay us, which is not true. And they overlooked the additional pictures that they added to the listing with all the damage in the back. That has to have been what happened, because
Yep.
It wouldn't make sense otherwise.
That's the current situation. We got, that's like a massive screw up and
Fiasco.
failure and fiasco and crap to deal with for the past 2 weeks. That's one reason we haven't been able to post any videos, because I've been in Philadelphia and he's been traveling. He'll tell you that in just a second. But anyway, guys, comment down below. What do you think of this whole mess? I wish we would have won the car. It would have been a cool rebuild, a flooded Tesla. I swear, watch like Rich Rebuilds be the one who won it or something like that. We'll see if I see them on the market or if they live on YouTube or anything like that. But anyway, comment down below. Do you think the auction company should have been responsible for those damages, or should have negotiated with us and been fair and accepted our high 30 grand offer with the damage? I don't know. Comment down below. I want to hear your opinion. So, good news. Anyway, I was in Philadelphia last week. Where were you last week?
That's right. I was in Hawthorne, California at the Tesla design studio for the Model Y unveil. Super fortunate that we were invited to that event, and super excited because we've never been to one before. But of course, we're big time Tesla fans, Tesla nuts. So it's an awesome opportunity. And so I'd love to share with you guys the highlights. Tesla Model Y, so the Model 3 crossover with a Model X. It's a small size SUV, but it's really nice. We're taller, bigger. We actually got to ride in the Model Y, which was fantastic. It a lot of things on the outside remind you of Model 3, and even the interior is nearly the same. However, just the difference in the seat height in the Model 3, it's really not comfortable for us in the back seats with kind of a raised floorboard, because that battery pack in there, and it kind of it's a little less comfortable. But I rode in the back of the Model Y and had no problem back there, so that was cool. Also seeing the slight difference in the all-glass roof. They move one of the crossbars further back, because then the rear glass is actually a lift gate, and so the whole glass and the body opens up back there for tons of cargo space. They've also gone ahead and chrome deleted the car for you, so that's something really popular to have done. Wrap shops similar to the Model X, where they have a plastic rocker panel rather than a body colored painted one. It has a 7-seat option, so 2 seats in the third row to make for 7. Nobody got to sit back there, none of the test drives. I tried to take a peek back there and see how big it would be. Probably just a little bit bigger, a little smaller than the Model X.
And that's already super small.
And that's already actually pretty small. I don't think people realize how small the third row of the Model X is. But overall, it was really nice. Reminded me of a Model 3. However, it was bigger, and you guys know how much we enjoy our Model 3s. And so I think it could be a good car for a lot of people. 300 miles of range, which is still good. And a price point that kind of works for a lot of people. It's not Model X money. You're not getting a Model X though, but it's kind of in that middle ground. So I think it'll do well. The Model Y will be produced in all 3 of their gigafactories. Their Nevada Gigafactory, the Shanghai Gigafactory that they've broke ground on and are making good progress on, and a European Gigafactory. So that should really help them meet the numbers, meet the timeline, and so I think this is a good sign for Tesla. So considering this timeline and all the stats, we were super duper impressed, and we decided to pull the trigger on the spot. Christian, literally right there, the second it was possible to order the car, not just put down a deposit and hold your spot in line, literally order it, spec it out. We did that the second we could, so we were probably one of the first to order a Model Y, which is pretty cool. We may talk about this in a future video and the exact spec that we did, but well, literally the spec's just every single option and the performance and all that good stuff. So I think it's gonna be super fun. Model Y unveil just ended, and they're already allowing you to order the cars, so we're gonna go ahead and order one on the spot. I already filled everything out. We got the spec all done, blue with white interior, with every single autopilot, every single wheel option, and place order. Yes! We just ordered a Model Y. And stay tuned for updates about Model Y stuff. But yeah, we have one coming. We got to support Tesla, and of course I think we're in Tesla's good graces. We keep getting cars super duper early. Yeah. I think you guys are using our referral codes has helped tremendously, so thank you everyone. I'm glad we've been able to help a lot of you guys with your Tesla questions and ordering process, and it's worked out. It's been a big win-win, so hopefully we get ours pretty early. Speaking of Tesla's referral program, it is back. However, they have modified it quite a bit, and so now if you use our referral code, you will be gifted 1,000 miles of free supercharging on your purchase. This is awesome because earlier we were afraid that supercharging was gone forever, but this is a fantastic opportunity to be able to use the supercharging network that is expanding all the time. And V3 supercharging was just unveiled at the event also. 1,000 miles of range per hour.
This is a huge perk of buying through our referral code, so we really appreciate it if you guys can. Everything will be linked down below. And like always, guys, if you have any Tesla questions, if your parent, if your grandparent, if your friend has Tesla questions, anything, we can always help you. We stay up to date on every single little bit of Tesla news, or at least we try to. It's always changing. Feel free to go and email us, jrgarage22@gmail.com. We'd be happy to answer any questions or help you out. Like I said, everything keeps changing. For instance, just the other day, they announced that if you are grandfathered into free supercharging on your car, Model 3 Performance, Model S, Model X, a 2013 Model S that you don't want to get rid of because you want to hold on to free supercharging, Tesla just introduced a very fascinating offer that's limited.
Yes.
I think it's till the end of the month or something.
Yes.
But
there is one way to get free unlimited supercharging for life.
that's if you already have a car that has free supercharging. You can buy a new car and they will apply it, and you'll continue to get free supercharging for life.
Yes.
That's like a huge offer. Like,
so you can upgrade your 2012 Model S to a brand new 2019 Model S.
or X, or 3.
X, or 3.
Any of the above. It's a very intriguing offer. So if any of you guys do own Teslas and you haven't been upgrading because you want to hold on to that free supercharging, well, there you go. You can now get a brand new car and still hold on to free supercharging. That's like a really, really cool offer. So anyway, feel free to contact us. Feel free to email us. There's some news with Tesla Model Y. We're getting one. Hope you guys are excited. Comment down below on that. There's some news with the referral program. And of course, the sad news of not getting our dream 2018 Tesla Model S. We were literally so excited for this. What a cool car that would have been. All the YouTube videos we can make. Bummer. Brand new video coming next with this car. We were supposed to mention it earlier in the video. I forgot, but this is the new 2018 Alfa Romeo Giulia 500 horsepower twin turbo V6. Super fun car.
Yeah.
Alfa was nice enough to throw us the keys for a week and get a feel for it. It's been a few days now. Absolutely love the car, but full video review coming next video. Subscribe if you guys are new, like the video, and I'll see you guys in the comment section down below. Take care. Have a good day.
Say that it feels right.